Hey guys, sorry if my voice sounds a little rough. I've been pre-recording a few videos, but as you can tell by the title of this video today, I have a very special announcement. Basically, that announcement is something similar to what I did back in December, where I did Wayde's Winter Wonderland. I am bringing back another content block that I used to do a few years ago at this point, titled Summers with Wayde. I'll leave the logo here. I'll probably blur myself out a little bit just so you could see it. If you are new here, which most of you are, back when I was in high school, Summers with Wayde was a content block just like Wayde's Winter Wonderland, where I posted 3 times a week, ideally Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, for the entirety of the summer. So I'm bringing it back, and it is exactly like that. My intention is to post 3 times a week on those exact 3 days, but unlike during Wayde's Winter Wonderland, I will not be posting short form content in between. I do not believe that that is sustainable for me. I barely think that this is going to be doable. I made a little calendar so that I can start ironing out my ideas, but because of that, I also have another very, very special announcement. Finally, some of you have been looking forward to it. Others, I'm not so sure, but I have been teasing this for the past, I think like 2-3 years. That's how long I've been working on it. Officially, during Summers with Wayde, I am officially going to be releasing my ITZY project. What is the ITZY project, you might be asking? I am so glad you asked. Basically, I love ITZY, and I have had some opinions as to how the group has been managed, the songs that they have put out, and what initially started off as my first dip into the commentary pool has now turned into a multi-year project. I'm not gonna lie and say that I have been working on it continuously for those 3 years, because that is not true. There were ebbs and flows, and there were times where I didn't touch the file for months, and there were other times where I was really invested in it. So what does this mean? Initially, this was going to be a multi-hour retrospective commentary amalgamation of everything in their career up to this point, and the goalpost has been pushed back several times, because back when I was initially doing it, their most recent release was Ringo, and it hadn't even come out. So that'll give you some context. But what does that mean for Summers with Wayde? I decided to break it up into a mini series to make it a bit more digestible for you, and also much more easier on me. So it is going to comprise of several episodes that will release every other Friday throughout summer, starting with this Friday. The different things that will be covered in the series are their trajectory up until this point, so talking about every era, every album, every song, not necessarily going into depth for every era, because we would be here for literal hours just on that section, but we are also going to be talking about how I would order the songs, how I would structure their albums differently, and things of that nature. I am also going to be giving each member their own individual solo albums, with the exception of Yeji and Yuna, similarly to how I did with my Twice solo albums. And I am also going to be talking about my opinions on Yuna and Yeji's solo debut, and of course, the sneakers of it all. I can't make a video or a series without addressing it. So all of those topics are going to be covered throughout the series. And like I mentioned, the first one is going to be up this Friday. So I really hope that you guys are excited for that. And it is going to be all the way through the summer, including August. So my final Summers with Wayde episode will be up the 31st of August. I'm sorry that I'm sweating. I haven't filmed an IRL video in like months since December, and it's very hot here in the summer. I really hope that you guys look forward to this as much as I am. I have been preparing for this for a while. I have pre-recorded. Like I mentioned, I have a calendar so that I can stay on top of everything. I will give myself much more grace than I did during December, because I was a bit too hard on myself for missing an upload or for posting late or just falling behind in general, which is why I did prepare ahead of time so that I wouldn't be chasing the upload. Instead, I could be a little bit on top of things. But still, I would also like for you guys to extend me grace. I know that during December, nobody really cared, but from December to now, there are over like 2,000 more of you. So that is a very, very big difference in terms of audience size. And I really hope that during the summer, we are able to grow closer. And what's the quote?
Wish that I could bake a cake made out of rainbows and smiles and we'd all eat it. Be happy.
She doesn't even go here.
But I am very, very excited for this. I am going to cover a lot of different albums, full-length albums, mini albums, special projects. I also have some standalone commentary videos, like one topic videos in the works as well. If you guys have anything in particular that you would want me to cover, please feel free to leave that in the comments down below. And also, another part of this announcement is a rebranding. So when you click on this video, you might have noticed that my profile picture is different. For reference, this was my current profile picture. I took that photo back when I was 14 or 15 years old. I even made a whole video on the channel posting about a new channel icon, but I feel like I look different. You know, I feel like I look a little different. And so I, with the help of my friend, did a little photo shoot back in January when I was initially going to change this as like a new year, new me type of thing, but I just never really got around to it. So now I would like to present to you my new profile picture, my new channel icon. Wow! It's still a photo of me, just looking to the side, but I feel like it is much more representative of me now that I'm like a full grown adult. You know, I have facial hair, I look physically different, and I even think that I look different from January up until this point. It might be the haircut, I don't know. But still, that also means I'm changing my banner, and now I'm specifically honing in on the fact that I do like commentary, music, and K-pop. If you like the photos, please let me know. I am also going to make a post on the community tab showing you guys other photos that I took. And if you want to see the complete photo shoot that I'm going to post, that'll be in my Instagram. All of my social media are linked down below in case you ever wanted to follow me elsewhere. But if you are only here for the K-pop reviews and commentary, I do not blame you. That is what most of you subscribed for, so that is the content that I am going to give you. So once again, during this summer, we are gonna go on a very, very extensive journey together, and I really hope that by the end of it, you guys can get to know me a little bit better, because I'm slowly injecting more of my personality into the videos. I should say injecting it back into the videos. And lastly, I do want to give a very, very, very massive thank you to all of you who have been supporting me for the past few months. It has genuinely been a dream come true to be able to see the little community that we're forming. There are a few of you that I recognize your usernames and that you comment on a lot of my videos. And there have also been a lot of people really complimenting my writing style and just the general quality of my videos. And I also wanted to take a second to thank those people, because it genuinely does mean a lot. It takes a great amount of effort to be able to analyze and express my thoughts and feelings about not just a song, but a project and a group in general. And to see that you guys are enjoying it and are able to see how much effort I put into it makes me so incredibly happy. I'm really sorry, I'm a sweater. I hope, once again, that this summer is going to bring a lot of good things for the channel and better our relationship. I'm not trying to foster anything parasocial, but you know, it is what it is. So I don't have any other face cam videos planned during the summer, so this is just a special little treat and the place where everything started. This is where I used to film my initial reaction videos. I thought about filming it in my living room like I did my end of year special. However, there is somebody using a jackhammer across the street and it was driving me crazy. So I feel like this is like a Disney Channel summer. Some of you might be too young to know what that is, and that's crazy. But to recap, new profile picture, videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, give or take, and the official premiere of the ITZY project. If you guys have any questions regarding my videos, like I mentioned, if you have any topics that you would like me to cover specifically, please let me know down below. And yeah, I think that's it. This is a very quick video. I don't think many of you are going to watch this since it's not inherently K-pop related, but for the few of you who watch and watch this far, thank you so very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a video. Tell me in the comments down below. Are you excited for me to die this summer? I do not know if I'm going to be able to survive this, and I already feel my voice leaving. So that we're going to see how we navigate this. Remember that I love you all so much, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with the first review. Bye!